Hi guys, thanks for being here today. I wanted to talk about something that happened to me recently and kind of talk about some changes that I think will be happening in my life. Anyway, I just want to thank you guys so much for supporting me because you've been through thick and thin. You guys have really just, I don't know, kind of blown me away. I can't even believe the support on YouTube. If it weren't for this channel, if it weren't for this platform, if it weren't for you guys, my clients and the people that donate on my channel, and I don't know where I'd be. And I'm just really thankful, and I thank you guys very much for being here and supporting me. So, I went through an ego death a couple nights ago. And I feel like I went through another one last night, but anyway, the one that I went through a couple nights ago was, oh my God, so profound. I didn't realize that I'd been channeling so much anger and hostility and rage, basically upset at people that I couldn't shake off. I couldn't get them out of my life no matter how hard I tried. And I love these people. I mean, I love the people that I'm leaving behind. And I was on the fence. I was, I guess, not sure if I should leave. I wasn't sure if I should really truly be done and never see them again ever in my life for eternity, like never go back, you know? So anyway, I got pushed to the limit because of jealousy. There's the spirit of envy and the spirit of jealousy around so many people right now. It's like, it is the worst energy I think that exists. The worst spirit is the spirit of jealousy and envy. It really is. It really, I feel it is. That is what is actually fueling evil eye. And a lot of us that do this work, you know that you get sent evil eye. There's no avoiding it. You can't, there's no avoiding it. And I was like, I don't even have anything special to envy. I'm not even anything special. Why am I getting all of this hate? And then I had to really ask myself, like, what are other people seeing in me that I'm not seeing in me? Because it keeps happening. I keep getting bullied and tortured, but I couldn't figure out for what. So I got humbled. I got told by God that I need to start seeing myself a lot differently. And I was seeing myself as just this little naive girl that just doesn't know anything, makes huge mistakes all the time. And you can't be in that energy and also want to grow a business. You can't be in that energy and also want to help guide and inspire people. You can't be a leader while also being afraid of your own power. You can't do both. So I kept my channel really small. I wanted it to stay small. I know how good I am as a powerful manifester. I could manifest success really quickly if I wanted to, but I didn't want to. I was so terrified of the jealousy that would come with that. Going from a small channel to what in my mind I see myself as, I was just so afraid that I would instantly be hurt for it, you know? So I kept really small. I really wanted to stay hidden. My channel, myself, everything. I've lived in this 700 square foot box for a year and a half, and I really kind of just in the woods, and I just really want to stay there. You know, I just want to hide away. I've been on this journey 10 years, and I've been on the dark night of the soul path for 10 years, and I like being a hermit. I like being alone. I love it. I do. I really do. I don't even own a cat. Like, I don't even have a goldfish. That's how much I like my solitude. But Spirit's been showing me that soul family's coming in, my soul family. And it's like, I can do the whole lonely thing. You know, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely, right? I can thrive in that environment And it's like, wow, just imagine how much more I could thrive in if I had people that actually support me and love me and want to be around me. I've only ever been around people who didn't want to be around me. They just kind of had to put up with me. And so my guides are saying, like, listen, there's a very big opportunity for you coming up, and it's going to be with your soul family. These are people that are just like me. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't even see what's so great about me. So I don't really want them either, because what's so great about them? What's so great about people? You know, if you don't see the good within yourself, then you're not going to see the value in someone else, you know? Even if it's soul family, I was like, I don't care. I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. But no, it is, because these are soul contracts. These are agreements that are made in the ethers so that I can ascend, so that I can learn more about myself, discover the truth of who I am, and make my life better, grow, be better, be a better person, do things better, you know? But I was like, well, there's really no point. I'm cool with being alone. I have spirit guides that are invisible, and I talk to them, and, you know, I talk to people online, and I talk to myself. I'm fine. But no, I'm really not fine anymore. I'm just really not okay. And I went through an ego death because of that fact. I was channeling so much chaotic energy into my readings lately, which just isn't me. It isn't me. It's not my soul. It was a lot of ego, and it was a lot of projections made onto me. It wasn't me truly at my core. And I didn't know how else to handle it but to channel it. And so I feel really irresponsible in that way, like as a reader, affecting so many people. I'm really glad that I didn't get to affect 10 or 20 or 30,000 people, because that would have been horrible. And, you know, there's a reason for everything. The divine has a reason for everything. So the reason I wasn't able to influence so many in such a negative way is a good thing. I was living through ego. I had all of this like anger and resentment built up because I felt so powerless, because no matter how much Reiki I did, or how many salt baths I would take, or how many egg cleanses I did, or how much I prayed, or whatever, I couldn't. The evil eye was still coming at me, and then it felt like the dreams. I was being persecuted night and day, everywhere, just for my beliefs, for being who I am. I was just being attacked, and like you get to a point where you just have to surrender. You have to say, like, surely this can't be fair. This can't be right. I didn't do anything to deserve this, right? But then you gotta have to look at it and say, no, I did. I did by influencing people with this energy. I did by not transmuting it. I did kind of ask for this, right? And who knows what I did in a past life to probably deserve this. So I did deserve what was happening to me. But you get to a point where the suffering gets so bad that you go within and you go to God. I am so tired of living a life that is so shallow. Readings that are so superficial and surface level, and they don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. And connections that I used to have that built on distrust and jealousy and what? It's like, what's the point? Why waste your energy? Why waste your energy in reading these cards then if it's not even fulfilling your soul? Why waste the energy in meeting new people and having fun going out meeting new people if it's just going to lead to jealousy the second something good happens? It's like, what is the point? What is the point of fucking life? And I changed. Basically everything about me in one night. I'm just a different person. I'm at this point now where I had a breakthrough so intense in one night. It was in a spiritual bath. I remember. I'll never forget that night. It was so profound. God put me in the spirit. Like I was able to see myself, a version of myself as a queen. And there was a king sitting next to me. We were both on a throne. And I saw a version of myself that was royalty. And I don't even know how it was almost like I was transported to this other realm or reality. And all of my enemies were lined up in front of me, one by one. They were brought in by a guard and knelt before me. And I, in the tub, in a spiritual bath, I just visualized this. All I did was close my eyes and it was like I was transported there. And these people were like rabid. I mean, it was almost like they were so angry that they had to be held back by the guards. It was just the way that my subconscious saw these people that I love that hate me now. It was so, wow. It was so triggering, but I saw them and they were so mad at me. And I could hear them telepathically telling me so many horrible things about myself. And I sat there and I remember in the vision, I was grabbing a hold of the man's hand next to me and I was squeezing it really tightly. And I was like, I have to do this. I have to do this. And I had to look at that person hating my guts that I have loved for my entire life. And I had to hear the telepathic thoughts. I had to see them it looked like a rabid dog. Really, really, truly, a rabid animal. They looked like they were possessed. They looked like they had been, I don't know. It honestly looked like a demon to me. And I said in this vision, you're not welcome in my kingdom anymore. You're not welcome here. You will never be welcome in my life ever again. And this time I really meant it because I could look evil in the face and I could say, you're not welcome. Like it's one thing to be like, okay, return to sender and like get it off your energy, you know, but get it out of your aura or whatever. But it's like, it's another thing to like look it dead in the face. And I say it because it doesn't feel like my loved one. It felt like a demon. It's as if when I said, no, you're out, leave. I don't care what happens to you. I literally don't care. I will never care what happens to you again. Leave my sight. And I saw the guard pick them up and take them out of the kingdom. Just take them out. I don't know. Not like, but you know, leave. You'll never be allowed back in. Like, I don't care what happens. And it was like, it was really hard for me because I care so much about how people feel. As a healer, I want to take pain away from people. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of me knowing divination, talking about God, talking about Holy Spirit, how you can heal yourself with Reiki. This is the whole point. So when I have to see something like that, it is just as real as it would be in the physical 3D. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's imagination and what's real in the 3D. It doesn't know the difference. So to me, this having them leave was just as real as having somebody leave my physical environment. So that's where the ego death took place. So I saw this person leave, and the anger that they had, it was triggered because the night before that, this person had attacked me in a dream physically. And so much dark energy was projected onto me in that dream that when I woke up to go to the grocery store the next morning, I almost ran a red light. I forgot that like lights, like a stoplight was real. I was so disoriented because there was so much dark energy that got pummeled at me. Like it got sent my way in that dream by this person touching me, like physically touching me, that when I woke up, I was so disoriented. It felt like brain fog. It feels kind of like you're drunk. I was not drunk, but I felt like I was drunk. And there was this instance where I almost ran a red light. I'm so glad I didn't. My guides told me to stop, but like I almost ran a red light because I wasn't even functioning. I forgot stoplights were a thing. I forgot rules of the road were a thing. I forgot, I like had to look at myself and like remember that I'm in a car. And that's when I knew, like, this was getting really bad. This is getting really, really bad. And I don't know what else to do. So it was either the next, I think it was the same day. I think it was the same day that I had that dream, that I went to the grocery store, that I had the bath. And it was all over so fast because I prayed. I prayed for it to be over fast. I was like, please, God, take this away. That person in the vision got removed out of my sight. And then came another person that doesn't seem so angry at me, just seems angry at everyone, just seems angry at life. Like this person is so disinterested in anything that it was so much easier to handle because I don't even have those deep, deep feelings for this person in my life. But this person did come up and knelt before me, and it was like I was seeing myself as royalty, having to clear out a kingdom of betrayers and backstabbers and very low vibrational people, and I'm happy to have done so because it's not allowed anymore. Like if I want to get to the new earth, if there's a vibration of new earth, I'm not going to get there by continually holding on to people who want to harm me. That is the truth. I hate to say it. And more than saying it, I hate to have to act on it and do something about it in my mind's eye, which is remove this person as well. So when I was reading their heart space, I was hearing what they had to say about me. Ugh, the level of just like, good riddance, Jenna. I don't care. Never liked you anyway. Like, can we just get this on? Move this along, please. Like this person was just so ready for me to cast judgment, render my verdict. They were just like, you know, we both know where I'm going. Just send me there already. Gosh, they couldn't even stand looking at me in this visualization. It's weird because it felt so real, but it feels like my subconscious mind has like, it was like a dream. It's like your subconscious has a projection of each person that you think about in your dreams and stuff. And in this instance, it was, I just don't like you. You're fucking annoying. Get out of my, can I get out of here, please? And I remember, though they wanted the pain to end in that way, like they just wanted to be like, okay, I'll leave. I was like, no, I'm not done yet. I don't appreciate this and this and this and this. And I remember I knew that they had no choice but to hear me. No chance at escaping. Because I was looking the devil in the eye, and I knew that I had more power. The one within us has much more power than the one in the world, right? And I remember they could do nothing. In my own vision, in my own bathtub, there's nothing anybody can do. It's my own imagination. So I remember I sat there and was like, I'm not done. When I'm done, you will leave. I'm not done yet. Don't try to rush me. So I sat there and I told this person what I really truly thought of them and how they've affected so many souls and hurt so many people and continue to do so until just right now, to this day even. And it was like I took my power back by seeing that. Again, I've not talked to these people. I've been here a year and a half. I've not talked to my own family in a year and a half. So I there is no other way for me to do this but in my own imagination, and so I did. I envisioned them getting up and the guard taking them outside, like out. I don't know. I'll never see you again. Don't care. And I think a lot of people would consider that heartless, but I don't. All's fair in love and war, and we're in spiritual warfare right now, guys. Like, this is spiritual war, you know? It's war. This is war. And if you want to take your power back, build an empire for yourself, get the hell out of Dodge, get out of this matrix, this prison planet, you're going to have to start treating it like it's warfare. You're going to have to start seeing yourself as a soldier and a queen or a king. You're going to have to start seeing yourself as a warrior for love. And that's exactly what I did. And after I had these two leave, all the rest of my family, extended family, came up one by one. And it was maybe about 5 minutes. I got about 5 minutes with each person. And what I noticed is they all were like, I was weighing their hearts by hearing them telepathically. Like, it felt like my spirit team was behind me and they were giving me confidence, but also their psychic abilities in a way, so that I could really, really hone in on what someone's intentions were for not only me, but the whole world. And so I would tune in. I'd hear their telepathic thoughts, which is no different than me speaking telepathically to anybody else, especially when I do readings. Like, I could talk to your person telepathically. It's no different. We speak to everybody telepathically. All of us do. We just don't know it all the time. Not all of us are aware enough to realize we speak telepathically all day, every day with everybody. So it's not like a huge deal that I could speak telepathically to these people. What the huge deal was that I could see their heart. What they truly, truly were saying versus what they were feeling for me. That's where the big difference came in. That's what was shocking as shit. Because I started to hear these people say, like, no, I've liked you forever. Yeah, no, we're good. Like, yeah, no, I'm proud of you. Sorry I didn't support you, but I'm happy with you, whatever. But then I would feel their vibration of their frequency and their heart. And I could tell they were lying. I could tell when people are lying right to my face in the 3D. It's no different in the spirit. So I knew they were lying. And it's like, I don't even need to, I don't even need to like question that anymore. I know using my claircognizance and my clairsentience when people are lying. They're just lying. And so telepathically I would hear, no, we're good. Yeah, I think you're really great. Team Jenna, woohoo! And then their heart space was like, no, honestly, rotten hell, bitch. So I saw them in my mind's eye stand up and also leave. Leave, don't care. Leave, don't care. And this exercise went on for maybe about an hour in the bath. Everyone from my false twin flame, my parents, my family, my extended family, everyone. I tried to get to my grandparents, which ran the church. I was raised Pentecostal, and my grandparents were the pastors. I couldn't. And I don't know why I wasn't able to. I don't know if I'm just not ready for that yet, or I don't know if it's like Spirit was protecting me from that or something. But it's like I couldn't even. I wanted to envision them right in front of me. I just couldn't. I'm not sure why, but they both could be deceased. I don't know. Maybe they're both on the other side now because I haven't talked to them in so long. I don't even know if they're dead. I have no idea. But don't care really. We were never close. But anyway, that's a whole different psychological warfare situation for a different day. But anyway, I remember though one cool experience was I thought this one cousin hated my guts. Turned out She was one of very few in the whole family that was supporting me and talking good on me and sending blessings to the world. And it was like, it wasn't even just me. I mean, she was blessing everybody. She's out there trying to help the collective, trying to heal people. Like, she fights for God. She fights for Christ. She fights for love. She fights, And I was like, what? I thought you hated me. That was shocking. That was shocking. Anyway, what I remember then is I said, stand up, stand up, stand up. Like, oh, please stand up. I'm just shocked. Like, it's so amazing. I thought hated me, but you've actually been sending me blessings and telling people good things about me. And when people would gossip or tell you something, you shut it down. You shut it down. And she was like, I just want to help people. I want to heal the world. I want to do something that matters. And I remember I stood her up and I said, you are just so beautiful. I remember in my mind's eye, I grabbed her, like, not grab is not the right word. I took her hair and I went like this behind her ears. Like I remember I touched her hair and I blessed her with eternal beauty. I was like, please, I hope every day for the rest of your life you get younger and younger and you continue to look as beautiful as you always have. And I spoke blessings over her telepathically, but it was like I knew that what I was doing was going to affect her forever. And in the same way, I now know that when I do this exercise, and I'll hopefully never have to do it again, but if I do, it will be a long-lasting thing. It's like a subconscious thing. In your mind, you are categorizing these people in certain areas. Heaven or hell, your judgment day, it's you. Judgment day is here. What is judgment? Your judgment. It is a verdict. It is a decision, a ruling that you are making. You are making on people, your higher self, right? If you are one with Christ, and Christ is the one doing this, you are ruling and reigning with Christ. So that's exactly what's happening. You're ruling and reigning with Christ as king and queen. So I remember I basically prayed over her and I was like, you're going to be so blessed. You're going to be able to help so many people and it's going to feel so rewarding and you're going to love your life and you're going to feel beautiful every single day. Every day you wake up, your life is going to be glorious. And I just remember feeling like I was a gatekeeper allowing people into heaven or not. And I know that sounds like a lot of power. It is a lot of power, but that's because I believe Christ is within me. And it was given to me by Christ. Christ gave me that power. Christ gives us all that power if you choose to accept it, if you believe. So anyway, she was so beautiful. And I, of course, apologized. I was like, wow, I've really labeled you a certain way when you're not that way at all. You're actually, wow, you're like such a surprise. I didn't know that you were doing good. And ironically enough, there was someone else that was coming in. And this person I thought did like me. And this person turned out to be extremely angry that I had abandoned them. And so their heart was weighed by me. And it was like, wow, it was so heavy. Because I love this person and they loved me. But they thought that I had abandoned them by going on my own. And so that resentment, that bitterness, that anger towards me, it can't stay. I have to remove it at the root. I have to remove weeds. And in this person, there was so much resentment and bitterness, they cannot come back into my life. Like if I were to contact this person in the 3D, that, and bring that back into my life, that would be like a cancer that just grows. So I had to say, you are never welcome in my life again, though I love this person. We were best friends, like for a very long time in my life. You're never welcome back allowed in my life. And I asked her to leave, and it was really traumatizing for me. And so I I went down the list of all the extended family I basically know and have, and I just remember I was blessing people or removing them. Those were the two options. That was it. There really were only two options. And I saw how merciful I really am as a person, like as a friend, as a daughter, as a girlfriend, as a healer, as a tarot reader. Like I saw who I was as a soul. That I really did want the truth. And I was willing to sit there and hear someone tell me that I was ugly or I don't deserve good things. I was willing to hear that. That's how much I wanted the truth. I was willing to hear it. Because I wanted to be fair and balanced and just. And not make the wrong call, you know? Anyway, it was one of the most profound experiences of my entire life, and I had an ego death because of it. And the craziest part is, I ascended so much that night. Like there was so much gunk removed from me, not only because of the bath, but because of this exercise, that in dreams, I was so lucid that I had a dream of my divine counterpart. And he and I signed a soul contract in that dream. And I also received a gift from him as well. It was so crazy how much my vibration had changed in only 1 hour in a friggin' bath, that I, during a dream, had a lucid dream with my divine counterpart, and we signed a soul contract. And I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, what he needs me to do, what I'm supposed to do for him, like the terms and conditions. I was so awake and aware during that dream, where I signed a soul contract with him consciously. I did so consciously. Before, when I would sign soul contracts with people, it would never be conscious. It would be, I'd find them in the 3D, and then I'd just have to like abide by something that I agreed to. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? What did I sign up for? I don't know, but I had lessons to learn. But in this one, it was not a karmic contract. This is a much more beneficial contract in that it's like a healing kind of mission. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't feel like karma. It feels like an energy clearing. It feels like, I don't know, it just feels like a very good, healthy dynamic. And that was the same night of my bath. So I'm telling you, all of this transpired, and it was just over. It was over. All of it was over in one night. And it was God. There's no other way to describe what happened to me. It was God. So I've changed as a soul. I've changed. I realize the severity of all of this. I realize like what we're doing here. This isn't just, I don't know. I think I thought like it's just throwing some cards and talking about aliens and laughing about it and stuff. But no, I think I misunderstood the assignment. I think I misunderstood how serious this is for the world right now. What it really means. What Judgment Day really is. The weighing of souls. Warfare for souls, Like, it is a war for souls. For the light or the dark, which one's going to win? And it's like, it really is up to us, right? So, anyway, I guess I wanted to tell you about what happened to me. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for being here.